I'm Tia Porter, and this is Our Erie. On today's episode, we're checking out a club right here in Erie, talking upcoming events and ending our day with the drink of the week. So stick around because all that and more is happening right now on Our Erie. If you've ever thought about trying something new, but felt intimidated to start, this next spot might change the way you think about fitness, confidence, and community. For Tony White, Jiu Jitsu didn't just become a workout, it became a turning point.
In about 2017, I got very determined to try and turn my life around. I was going through a little bit of a hard time through my 20s, and Jiu Jitsu really helped me to kind of reinvent myself. And I always approached it with the goal of starting my own school to try and help people in return. So it was personal transformation was my big reason for taking Jiu Jitsu extremely seriously at about age 30, and it has been my motivating force as time has gone on to try and help people to get the same benefit out of it that I got.
Today, that mission lives on at Shoshin Jiu Jitsu, where there's truly something for everyone.
We have kids classes, we call it our cadets program. We have adult co-ed classes for people of pretty much all ages, about 14 all the way up to, we have students as old as 65, maybe a little older. And we also have specifically a women's class on Tuesday nights, and that's a really great place for people to start if maybe a little bit not ready for a full-on co-ed class, but you still are interested in learning good self-defense techniques and give yourself some time to get used to it. The women's class is a really great place to start.
If you're looking to learn something new, Shoshin Jiu Jitsu teaches you to begin with an open mind.
Trying to make them feel like this isn't an intimidating space, it's more of a safe place is very important. And we're always communicating what people are comfortable with, so how they're comfortable being touched, positions that they're comfortable being put in.
We're going to be working on our rear pulling choke defense. This is if an attacker comes up from behind you, wraps their arm around your neck and starts to pull you backwards. First idea is I have to make myself heavy, right? And so we drop into what we call base, which just looks like this. I'm making myself nice and heavy. As he starts to pull me back, I go with it. Notice I step back and I'm going to walk around the corner, dump him down.
Training jiu-jitsu for anyone can give you a level of confidence. I think that's especially true for women. I have found that, not only am I learning how my body moves, I'm also learning what my body's comfortable with, right? I'm more confident in knowing that I can protect myself, worst case scenario, and I think overall that carries off the mat.
Whether it's your first class or your 50th, the goal is to keep things beginner friendly.
So we'll usually start off with a little bit of a warm-up routine. We'll go into various techniques and drills, depending on what circumstances we're going to cover in that class for that day. Sometimes it'll be a little bit more of a deep dive into a very small number of moves. Sometimes it'll be like what we call a flow class, where you can take a fight scenario start to finish from the standing position all the way down to the ground. And we try to mix it up and keep it interesting, but also beginner friendly at all times, so you don't have to have any experience to be able to jump into any one of our classes.
That structure gives people a chance to learn at their own pace. But for a lot of students, what they gain goes far beyond the moves themselves.
You can get whatever you want out of Jiu Jitsu. So if you're coming into Jiu Jitsu with the idea of getting fit, you can get fit. If you're coming into Jiu Jitsu with the idea of trying to transform certain aspects of your personality, it can be done. If you are interested in trying to become a better person, Jiu Jitsu helps you with that in a lot of ways. Just by being in a group of people that are all trying to improve themselves on a daily basis, they always say that you're the product of the people that you surround yourself with.
Sometimes just focusing on one thing can change everything.
You can improve a lot of things at once by focusing on just one thing. So you start coming in, training hard, getting your blood flowing and feeling better about yourself, and then all of a sudden you can start to take that idea and apply it elsewhere in your life, and all of a sudden people are talking to us about full-on life transformations, and it's actually pretty amazing to watch.
And if you're still unsure, there's no pressure to jump right in.
Make contact with the school and ask if you can just observe a class. There's no need to rush in. If you're ready to rock and roll, good for you. But if you need a couple extra days maybe to just dip your toe in and see if this is a good place, I think that coming in and just observing a class is a great place to start.
Shoshin Jiu Jitsu also keeps things flexible, so training fits your lifestyle.
Our memberships are based on an unlimited access idea. Okay, so whatever membership option you choose, you're welcome to come as often as you want, and then it gets handled based on the options that you choose. We have just a straight unlimited access membership, which is a monthly fee. And then we also have, think of it like a punch card. We call it pay per day, where you buy a certain block of attendances and you just, every time you show up to class, it gets marked off in the computer, and when it's time for you to reload it, you can get in contact and just do that. So it's pretty easy, but it's all based on coming as often as you want, and you can just pick the plan that works best for you.
Shoshin Jiu Jitsu is about meeting people exactly where they are and helping them grow from there. If you want to learn more, visit www.eriejujitsu.com or call 814-225-8275 today.
My name is Lindsey Saltzman. I was originally in welding school, and I ended up graduating and was not able to find a job locally, so I decided to go back to cosmetology school, go to nail school, and this just kind of started. I found the space and I love it.
What made you decide nails was what you wanted to do?
I've done them on myself probably since I was 14 years old, and it just kind of became a little hobby of mine, so to say, and once I was looking for a career, I just kind of liked doing it and wanted to see how far it could go.
And where it went was further than she ever imagined, turning a young entrepreneur's idea into her very own nail salon, with someone close to home encouraging her every step of the way.
My mom was very excited for me. I wasn't sure where I was going to be, if it was going to be local, if it was going to be more towards Youngsville area. And that is when my mom went on a pursuit to find a space, and she found this one, and it just seemed to fit perfect.
What about this space feels so perfect for you?
It's so small and intimate. I can sit with my client. There's no noise, there's no ruckus. We can sit and talk. You can tell me about your day the entire time. Plus the beautiful windows you can see outside the whole time.
One of the best things about having a business in a small town is building relationships with your clients.
I like to really prioritize the time that I have in the day and have it scheduled correctly. So when you come in, it is just solely you. It is me and you in here for a more intimate setting when you're getting your nails done, opposed to feeling chaos around you.
What does the experience look like for a client once they sit in the chair?
And kind of give me the rundown of what you're looking for, what your desires are, the strength of your nails. Then I examinate, kind of see what's going on, if they're damaged, if they're not. After that, we kind of get started on the process of if you were wanting a gel manicure, acrylic, builder gels, Gel X, and then we just kind of go with whatever they want. A lot of inspo pictures and a lot of Pinterest in here.
Lindsey has her favorites, and there's one product she reaches for the most.
Builder gel. That is a lot more healthy. It's a healthier product for your natural nail. Acrylic seems to kind of break down the natural nail no matter how you apply it. Builder gel helps build strength to your natural nails and gives you the length without all the fake concrete stuff on top of it.
And there's one technique Lindsey just can't get enough of.
Isolated chrome. I think that one would be my favorite. It brings texture and kind of a different type of shimmer to the nail. It really, really pulls the whole thing together. It makes it a little flashy, just enough.
Taking care of nails isn't just about looks. Lindsey knows that healthy nails and honesty with her clients are the foundation of her work.
I like to just be very, very honest. If somebody's nails are not healthy enough, I will not provide the service. I would like them to have a break in between. And when they are, we go for more healthier approaches like the builder gel, where it constantly stays on and we fill it as it grows out, opposed to grinding it down every time that you come in.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants long-lasting nails without actually damaging their natural nails?
I would say gel, just a normal gel manicure. You just buff the top off a little bit, know the products that people are using on you, make sure that they are salon grade products, and you should get 2 to 3 weeks out of a gel manicure.
At the end of the day, there's one thing that truly makes it all worth it.
Their smiles when they come in and how excited, and I absolutely love all the stories that they get to tell me every time they come back.
Nail by Lindsey in Warren, Pennsylvania is offering personal care with a hometown touch. Thank you, Lindsey, for having us today.
Thank you so much for being here.
In Erie, there's a place built on compassion, dignity, and decades of service in the community. At St. Patrick's Haven, community meets compassion, creating a fresh start for those who need it most.
So St. Patrick's Haven is a men's homeless shelter here in Erie. We are a sponsored ministry of the Sisters of St. Joseph. However, we are our own financially independent 501c3 nonprofit. We started over 40 years ago in response to a need in our community outside of St. Patrick's Church. And that aligns with the Sisters of St. Joseph's mission of responding to the need of the day. And so what St. Patrick's Haven does is very special. We are what's called a low barrier shelter, meaning we try to remove as many obstacles as possible to get people in here and get them safe.
Removing barriers starts with something simple, how people are welcomed at the door.
When they come to St. Patrick's Haven, we don't always know what they're feeling. We can imagine what it's like to be on the streets, but I think the really important part is how they feel once they get here. When people arrive, we welcome them into our home as guests, and that term guest is intentional. We use that term as a sign of respect. And so when our guests come in, we also refer to them as Mr. Last name, Mr. Brown, Mr. Smith. It's so great to see you.
That sense of respect shapes every interaction, creating a space where people feel valued and understood.
When our guests come here, they feel respected, they feel valued, they feel seen, and they feel heard. They're met with compassion and understanding. We meet them where they are as they come to us. And that's part of what makes St. Patrick's Haven so very special.
Respect isn't just something you say, it's something you feel. And for some, that feeling can change everything in an instant.
I remember this conversation I had early on when I first started at the shelter. A gentleman came to the door and I welcomed him in. Welcome, Mr. So-and-so. You know, how was your day? What did you have at Emmaus Soup Kitchen for lunch? And he kind of stopped me. He looked at me deep in my eyes and he said, "You are the first person today to smile at me, to look me in my eyes and have a conversation." And I think that's just so very powerful. It definitely changed my outlook about the work that we do here. It's more than providing overnight shelter. We're providing a home for people to come into and be safe for the night.
Providing a safe place for the night is only part of the mission. St. Patrick's Haven also connects guests with essential resources and care.
We partner with agencies that can come into the shelter to provide supportive services for our guests. Things like housing assessments, getting them connected with resources. We have a mobile foot clinic that comes down to the shelter every so often, Harvest 912, that helps to make sure their feet are clean, that they have proper footwear. And you know, we have so many dedicated volunteers that really kind of create this ministry of presence at the shelter.
It takes a community to make that level of care possible, and there's always room for more people to be a part of it.
The best way for somebody to get involved would be to reach out to me directly. You can find my information on stpatrickshaven.org. Our needs are ever changing, just as our guests are ever changing. And so the best way to support us is reaching out directly, or you can make a financial contribution that allows us to buy what we need.
One of the most exciting ways to support St. Patrick's Haven is through a community event that brings people together for a great cause.
Shamrock Showdown is a trivia competition benefiting St. Patrick's Haven. It takes place March 7th, 2026 at the Bayfront Convention Center from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. The evening is full of action-packed fun. We have 6 rounds of fast-paced trivia. We have opportunities to buy raffle basket tickets and 50-50 tickets. We have prizes for the top 3 teams and a prize for the best dressed team.
But beyond the fun and friendly competition, the night is rooted in something much deeper.
Our meals for the evening will be a simple bagged meal, and it'll actually be the same meal that our shelter guests will have that night and they have on a regular basis. And so it's kind of a show of solidarity, that while this might be what some call a simple meal, our guests are very grateful for this, meal that we're providing.
Shamrock Showdown wouldn't be possible without the generosity of its sponsors and volunteers.
This event is not possible without all of the sponsors and people and organizations that come together to support it. Our top tier sponsors are Sisters of St. Joseph as our Platinum Irish, and then we have 2 Pot of Gold sponsors. PNC Financial Services, and the Sisters of St. Joseph Mission and Ministry Foundation.
At the heart of St. Patrick's Haven is a hope for a brighter future. And when I asked Shelby what that future looks like, she shared a powerful perspective.
I hope I don't have a job. And let me explain that a little bit, because it sounds, kind of radical. If I don't have a job, that means I can close the shelter. If I can close the shelter, that means there are no homeless individuals in our community anymore. And whether that's a reality or not, it's something I hope and pray for, because I just, imagine what our community would be like if everybody is safe, if everybody has a bed, if everybody has food and feels the support of our community. That's the tomorrow that I hope to live in.
And until that day comes, St. Patrick's Haven will remain a place of safety, dignity, and care.
And we truly believe that everybody is deserving of safe, warm, and welcoming shelter, and that's what we hope to provide here.
St. Patrick's Haven is more than a shelter. It's a place of hope, healing, and second chances. To learn more, visit stpatrickshaven.org or call 814-836-4153 today. It's that time of week again, where we pause, sip, and discover something new. This week, we're with LTC Mobile Bartending at the Union Club of Erie to discover our drink of the week. Let's mix it up. Our Erie's Drink of the Week is sponsored by Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse.
The Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse, yeah!
I'm Tim Smith. I'm the owner of LTC Mobile Bartending, and I'm here at the Union Club Erie, and today we're making the night shift, starting with 2 ounces of bonded bourbon, ¾ ounce of Liquor 43. This is very much a vanilla flavor, and it's gonna be our sweetness. And followed up by our Luxardo Espresso Liqueur. A little bit extra for the working class there. And then lastly, 3 dashes of cacao bitters. We're just gonna give it a stir. Grab our clear ice for our glass. Do a slow pour here, right over the ice. Just gonna hit it with a little bit of this vanilla, cinnamon, maple syrup around the top of the glass. And we're gonna garnish it with, for the police force here, a donut and a back to blue flag.
Swing by the Union Club of Erie to try this week's Drink of the Week for yourself. Cheers! The Union Club of Erie is more than just a social club. It's a place built on unity and community.
The Fraternal Order of Police for Erie County and the Mill Creek Police Association got together and invested in opening up the social club, restaurant, and bar.
Ryan Zern is the president of the Union Club, and he's also been a police officer for 20 years. His commitment to service extends far beyond the badge.
So our slogan here is United We Stand, Divided We Fall. We're a union-based organization. We like to support our brothers and sisters in all unions, every single union.
But the Union Club isn't just for union members. It's a welcoming space for the entire community.
But we are a public club. We are open to the public, especially till 4:00 p.m. Anybody from the public can come in and enjoy the restaurant portion of the club. You just have to be a member to purchase alcohol.
But membership is affordable and open to everyone.
So if you're an active or retired union member, membership for 1 year is $35. If you're not, it's $50 per year.
And no matter your background, there's always a seat at the table.
Anybody can join. If you're not a member of a union, don't feel that it's necessary. we're open to everybody. I have people here from police officers, firefighters, from union guys, blue collar guys, to people that have nothing to do with unions, who've never been in a union, but they love the atmosphere. It's a family-friendly club.
Along with a welcoming atmosphere comes a menu that truly has something for everyone.
So we have a full menu. We have everything from your normal fried bar foods to weekly specials that include steak, that include fish. We have wonderful soups. Everybody loves our soups. Chicken wings. We hit every genre pretty well. And the nice thing is, everything here is very, very affordable.
At the Union Club of Erie, it's about good food, good people, and standing united. To learn more, visit 3828 Washington Ave in Erie today. From supporting all of Erie's great unions to keeping self-care at the top of our list, these are the people and the places helping make our community shine. Thanks for spending time with us. I'm Tia Porter, and we'll see you next time on Our Erie.